So this is ATM Simulator created in Java with Java Swing, file handling, and backend we use doubly linked list. So first of all, I teach you how to design it, okay, and then I will teach you all about the backend. So you learn much in this course. Let me introduce what you learn in this course. So this is ATM Simulator created in Java with Java Swing, file handling, and backend I use doubly linked list. Okay. So first of all, I cancel it and register a new user. Okay. To use bank, we need an access key. Okay, the access key is 1234 here, and login. Okay. So here I have to put the username. Okay, user CNAC. So it's 13 digit like 80. Okay. Like this one is 13 digit CNAC name, and the initial balance is 80,000. Register. Customer registered successfully. Okay. So all the remaining information like account number, card number, and PIN is auto generated. Okay. So I wanna use ATM. I simply need to copy the card number. And what's the PIN? You can see this one. Okay. I wanna use this account number. Control C. So 8154. Okay. So use this one. 8154, and here I need to put my card. Okay, and enter to the ATM. You can see it display a message welcome and the name of the customer. Okay, check balance. So this one is my account balance. Back, withdraw balance. You can see user may withdraw a fixed set of amount or other amount. Okay, so if I select this one and confirm, okay, user have to pick money, and it will display a receipt to the user, and okay, and log in again. Okay, so I will teach you each and every step. Fine, so let's start our project. You have to click on this new project icon, then select Java application, click next, and here you have to name your application. Okay, so I name it as advanced ATM, and you have to uncheck this one. Okay, it's by default checked. You have to uncheck because we don't need main class. Okay, so click on finish. Okay, our project is created successfully. So what you have to do, you have to click on source package and then default package. Okay, new, and you have to click JFrame farm. Okay, and name it as home. Click finish. Adjust its size like that. Okay, so let me copy all the icons that are required for this project. Control A, Control C, and what you have to do, you have to check where your project is located. Okay, so right click on your project, open properties. You can see my project is in D NetBeans. Okay, and advanced ATM. You have to open your project where is located. D NetBeans. So where is that? This one is NetBeans advanced ATM, and you have to open the SRC, and here you need to create a new folder. Okay, so right click, new folder, and name it as images. Okay, IMG, and put it here. Okay, now you have to take a panel, put it here, properties, Okay, let me change the background color. Okay, so I wanna set a blue color. Okay, okay, and close it. Adjust its size like that. Now take a label and put it here. Open properties, set the text to null, and you have to change the icon. Okay, so I have to set a logo here. So in the images I already created a logo, so this one is our logo. Okay, and close it. Okay, now you can see I put my logo in this panel. Okay, so take a label and open properties, welcome here. Okay, like that. You may display any message that you want, or open properties and change the font size. Okay, like that. Bold it, and you may select different font option. Like you can see there are different font options, so you may choose anyone that you want. So I choose this one and bold. Okay, change the background color to foreground color to white. Hit OK, close it. So now you have to take a label and put it here like that, because I wanna set a background image. Okay, to make it little impressive. So open properties, let me first reduce the size of this image. I think it's 400 cross 400. Okay, so I need little lower size image. Okay, so open with Adobe Photoshop, and click on image, size, and I need around 300. Okay, Control S. Now size is reduced. Okay, so select the image, click on icon, select image. Okay, this one is our image. Okay, and set the label text to null. Hit OK and close it. So adjust it like that, and let me drag and drop it here. I wanna little reduce the area frame, so now it's okay. Also reduce. Okay, now it's almost done with the home page design. Now what we have to do, take a panel here, put it here, and adjust the font size like that. Size like that. Properties, and click on border, line border, change the color. Okay, open this one and choose color like that. Okay, and thickness is around 5, and click on rounded. Okay, and change the background color also. So I want to set a white color. Okay, close it, and duplicate by Control D. You can see you can duplicate it like that. Okay, here we have two options. Okay, so I want to put our first label here. properties, icon. From the images I have to select the image of ATM. Okay, close, Control C. Now let me first adjust its size because it's 80x80. Okay, so properties, and first you have to set the text to null, and then you have to select the image icon. Okay, so ATM machine. Okay, close it and take another label and put it here. Edit text, use ATM. Okay, adjust its size to the full width. Okay, open properties, change the color. Okay, color that you want. I want to set a blue color. Okay, little darker. Okay, like this one is okay, and change the font size 18 bold and times. Okay, you may select any one that you want and select the horizontal alignment. Okay, you can see it's leading. You can select it center, close it and reduce its size little bit. Okay, and you may delete this one and now duplicate. Control D. Here we simply need to change the icon. Choose the image. Okay, here we have to select the bank icon. Okay, this one, close it, and instead of bank we have to write edit text, use bank. And before starting this project, okay, before on, you have to right click in your frame. Okay, this one is our frame area. You may open from the navigator and you have to select this JFrame and open properties, because we have to open in the middle of screen. Okay, so you have to right click on code and then you have to select generate resize and generate center of screen. Close it. Now when I run this one, I have to select home, and you can see this one is our main page. Okay, home page. Here user will be able to select use ATM or use bank. Okay, if he select use bank, he have to enter the password, okay, access key to use bank, otherwise he directly use the ATM. As you can see, our home page is ready. Now it's time to design the login page for use bank. So let's start. Click on your project, click on default package. Okay, new, and JFrame form, name it as login. Click finish. Adjust its size as required. Okay, like that. I think it's better. So right click it here, open properties, because we want to open it in the middle of screen. Okay, so generate center, close it, take a panel, put it here like that. It fit the whole screen. Okay, so adjust it and put in the whole frame. Okay, open properties, change the background color to white. Okay, and close it. Now Open your home page design, right click and copy it and put it here. Control V and delete this one. So now you need to adjust this one and put it here, because we have to display our logo here. Okay, and adjust it here like that. Open properties and change the icon. Okay, so icon 150 that I created, because it's little bigger. Okay, close it. So now take another label, put it here, properties, set the text to null, and from the icons you have to select the login. Okay, login. Okay, close. So now take another label, put it here, properties, login here, write a text login here. Okay, login here and dot. Open the font size 24, bold and Times New Roman. Okay, and change the color to blue. So open your foreground color and change the background color like this one. Okay, or you may choose from here. Okay, the blue color. Okay, and close it. Adjust it to the middle. Okay, like that. Now take a password field. Before this one you have to take a label, put it here, properties, and access key. Okay, and choose an icon from the properties. Okay, you can see you have to choose the key icon from the resources. Okay, let me check what's the name. Private key. Okay, this one. Okay, and change the font size to 14 and bold it. Okay, close it. Adjust it here like that. And now what you have to do, take a password field and put it here. Open properties and set the text to null. 14 bold. Okay, 14 bold is good, and bold it. Okay, and close it and adjust it. Okay, like that. Now take a button, so simply drag and drop it here, properties, okay, and name it as login. Change the foreground color. Okay, so green color like that. Okay, let me choose another green color, like little darker. Okay, and change the font size 18 and bold and Times. Okay, Times New Roman. Okay, and close it. Now you can see our login page is also ready for bank, because this is access key required to use the bank. Okay, Now it's time to link the home page with this login page to see how it works. Okay, so when the user click on this panel, okay, open, okay, event, and mouse clicked, what we have to do, this dot set visible and false. Okay, we have to create the home or login page object. So login, okay, which is equal to new of login. Login dot set visible true. So when I run this one, so when I click on use bank, now you can see here user, so you can see our home page and login page is ready. Now it's time to design the bank page. Okay, so click on your default project, so default package, a new JFrame form, and name it as bank. Okay, click finish, adjust the frame size as required, that's better. Properties, code, because we wanna open it in the middle of screen. Okay, generate center, close it. Take a panel, put it in the background, adjust its size. Okay, so open properties, change the background color to white color. Okay, close it, open the home page, right click and copy this one and Control V, paste it here. Okay, adjust its size, put it here and adjust its size like that. Edit text, welcome to bank. Okay, so now take a label, put it here, open properties, set the text to null, and you have to check this one because we want to change the background color, and change the background color to white. Click OK, and now we have to change the icon. Okay, because this one is for logout button. Okay, so click logout. Okay, and close it. So you want to set it here, log out from system, and now decrease the height little bit. Okay, that's good. Now what you have to do, wait, we have to give a little border to make it more impressive. Okay, so open the border. Okay, from properties, line border, and select 5 here, round it and select it to white color. Okay, okay, and close. Now it's look little better. So take a panel and put it here and adjust its size. Okay, that's good. Open properties, and we have to assign a border to it. So select border, line border, select the color from HSV, click blue side and select this color. Okay, and make it rounded, and 9 is okay. Close it and change the background color. Okay, from the properties you have to change the background color to white. Okay, close. So this panel is for register a new user. Okay, so take a label, put it here, properties, set the text to null and change the icon to add user. Okay, so add user. Okay, close. So adjust it here, and now take a label and put it here, add the text to register new user. Okay, open properties, make it 18, bold and Time New Romans. Okay, this font is also okay. So decrease the size, put this icon here, register new icon label here. Okay, now take a label, put it here, properties, ID. Okay, C and IC, because we have to take the national identity card number from user, and we have to set an icon to it. So ID card icon. Okay, so make it 14, bold. Okay, close. So little increase the width, because we have to add another. Okay, like name and amount for deposit. Okay, so take a text field, you can see a text field, and put it here in the front of CNSC and adjust its size as required for taking CNSC. Properties, text is null, 14, bold. Okay, okay. Now click this one and select this one and press Ctrl D, Ctrl D. Okay, and select these both and adjust it like that. Okay, little drag and drop above. So it's done. Now adjust the size of this frame. Okay, panel. So now you can see our register new user interface is almost ready. We simply need to edit text here, name and initial amount. Okay, and now we take a button and put it here, edit text to register, properties, and make it green color. Okay, close, 14 and bold it. Okay, close. So we have to change the foreground color. Okay, not the background color. So it's 40/40, I think, by default. Yes, we have to change this color. Okay, foreground color to green color. Okay, and close it. Now here we have to change the icons, properties, and change the icon to username. Okay, select this icon. Okay, and close. And here we have to set the cache icon. Okay, and okay, that's all. Now you can see our register new user form is ready. I have to create another form for getting the information, okay, of user or deposit another amount. Okay. So simply Control D to duplicate this one and increase the size of frame. Now what we have to write here, information, okay, like info count information. Okay, a user will be able to deposit another amount, so adjust its size, and we only have to take the CNIC, okay, and the amount to deposit. Okay, so check this one here, select this one here. Okay, and take another button, put it here. Okay, adjust its size. First of all, we need to change this icon, properties. Okay, and here I need select an icon. Let me check from my project. Okay, it's with the bank check, like this icon with this icon. Okay, and close it. CNAC and amount. Okay, you wanna deposit. So this one is for get information, get info, and this one is for update. Okay, and the text to update, properties, make it 14 bold. Okay, and change the color to blue, this one, and make it 14 bold. Okay, you have to select the blue color from here. Okay, like this color, and make it 14 bold. Okay, 14 bold. Okay, close. So adjust its size and also the frame. And now take a table, okay, for displaying the information of user. So take a table and put it here. So here we have to display all the information of our user. Okay, so now take a label like that, Control C, and put it here. All. Okay, registered users. Okay, so that's all. Now you can see our bank page information page is ready. Now you can see. So in the next video we have to design the ATM. Okay, hope you like this video. Hello friends, how are you? Hope you are fine. So as you can see, we designed the home page, login page and bank page. Okay. So first of all, we link login with this bank page. Okay. So we simply need right click, okay, or double click on this login button, or you simply do open design and then event action preformed. Okay. So here we have to create a bank object, bank, which is equal to new of bank. Okay. And bank dot set visible true. This dot set visible false. Okay. So I didn't set a password yet because it's design. Okay. First of all, we have to ready the design. So use bank login, and you can see this one is our bank page. Okay. Here user will be able to enter the CNAC name and initial deposit like that. And we also add some validation when user when new user registered. Okay. So logout will okay. So when we click on this logout, we want mouse click. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to create home page object, home, which is equal to new of home. Okay. And home dot set visible true, and this dot set visible false. Okay. So that's all. Let me run and show you what we got till now. You can see login and log out and use ATM. Okay. So now it's time to design the ATM pin page. Okay. So how can we design that? Simply click on default package, new JFrame form. Okay. And name it as ATM pin. Okay. Because first of all we have to take the pin from user, adjust its size and take a label, put it here. Before doing that, we have to open it in the middle of screen. Okay. Properties, code, generate. Okay. Generate resize, generate center, close, because we have to set that layout to null. So that's why it's compulsory you do this step. Okay. And then open. Okay. So then you will be able to put a label here. Okay. First of all, you have to set the layout to null layout. Okay. Because we set a background image here. Okay. So open properties, set the text to null, and then choose the background image that I designed for ATM. So this one is the BG image for ATM. Okay. And close it. Now we have to adjust it to the size of our frame. Okay. Let me increase the size of our frame. Okay, that's done. Decrease the size. First of all, we check how it look like. Okay. So in the home page, right click, events, mouse click, and what you have to do here, ATM pin, which is equal to new of ATM pin. Okay. And then ATM pin dot set visible true, and this dot set visible false. Okay, so let me check how it look like. Now you can see this one is our ATM. Now it's time to put the button on our ATM. Okay, so let me close and open the design here. Okay, so first of all take a label and put it here like that. Okay, open the navigator and put it like that. Okay, open properties and here we have to choose the round icon. Okay, the round button icon in ATM. So let me check what's the name, exact name of round button or round. Okay, so this button, open. Okay, and set the text to null. Close, adjust its size like that. Okay, drag and drop it here like that. Little right. I think it's better now. Okay, so simply press Ctrl D to duplicate. Ctrl D. Okay, open navigator. I think it's not duplicated. Ctrl D. Navigator. Okay, why it's not duplicating? Simply press copy and Ctrl V. And put it here. Okay, and drag and drop it here. So it will take some time to design the exact interface for ATM. So then we simply need to copy and paste for other interfaces. Okay, for other internal interfaces for ATM. Okay, little adjust it. Because we can't be able to move these control with the arrow keys. Okay, to adjust. Okay, so that's why it take much time. Instead of this, we simply take another label, put it here, properties, set the text to null. Okay, sorry, this one. Navigator, drag and drop it here. Okay, properties. So this will take some time. Select the round.png. Okay, okay, set the text to null, close it, and now adjust it. Right. Okay, now you can see two buttons are ready. So I select these both, open navigator and Ctrl C and put it here. Okay, let me check there is a duplicate option or not. You can see there is no duplicate option and I have to paste it in the above. and simply drag and drop it here, and this one also here. So now it's time to adjust. Okay. What the problem? Okay, you may do like that, okay, because it's little difficult to design the exact interface. That's okay. So open properties and you may adjust like that, okay, XY position, okay. So we have to check the alignment, okay. Open properties and check where is the X, okay. So X is 385, and we also have to set the X to 385 like that, because if you drag and drop manually it will take much time, okay. And properties and set it to 385, okay. 85. Now you can see it adjust, and same like that, open properties and adjust manually to this one 385, okay. And little scroll down to it. So open properties and change the Y. I think 55 is okay for this one. Okay, that's good. Now select all and duplicate, okay. Control C, Control V. So put it here, open properties. Before doing that, open navigator, okay, select this design, navigator, you can see, select all the labels and drag and drop to the label 1, okay, above the label 1, select all, because we only need to adjust the X. So open properties and set the X. So X is, let me set it to 100, 80. First of all I check with 80, no, properties, and 80 is not better, I think 50, 35, okay, 38 is last, okay. So that's good. Close it. Now you can see this one is the screen for our ATM, and these are the buttons, and here I have to take a text field for taking the card from user, okay. So when I take card is locked in other panels. Okay, so what I have to do, simply properties, change the background color and set the background color to black. Okay, and foreground color to white. Okay, close it and let me check how it look like now. Because we have to select, okay, because this one is in the background. Okay, so first of all we need to drag and drop it here, and now we will be able to change the background color. Okay, so select the background color to black. Okay, and foreground color to white. Okay, make it 14 bold or 16 bold is better. Okay, and align text to center. Okay, not leading. Select horizontal alignment to center and set the default text to null. Okay, close it. Little adjust it to the right. Okay, so now it's time to add the buttons. So take a button, put it here and put it in the top of this label. Properties, set the text to null and we're gonna set an icon to it. So image and one. Okay, close and adjust its size. Okay, so that's good. Now we also have to do for other buttons. Okay, so let me adjust it in the right place. I think it's better here. Okay, I simply need to copy and paste this one. So open navigator, select this one, open navigator. Okay, and Control D to duplicate. Copy paste. Okay, copy and Control V and put it in the top of this label. This one 1 2 and Control C, Control V. Open navigator, because it little complex design, and when it's done we also simply need to copy and paste in other frame. Okay, so simply adjust this one, make it little left. Simply open properties, and set XY. Okay, X is at 10 and Y is at 540. Same for other one. Properties, set the X to 90 and Y is also 140. Okay, so I think this one is okay. Now select these three and Control C, Control V. Open navigator, put it in the top like that. Okay, so we only need to change the Y. Open properties and change the Y. Okay, So y is around 540 and 610. No, 590 is good. $595. Close it. Select all, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, open navigator and put all of them above this level. Okay. Ctrl C. Now select this line and open properties. Simply need to change the y. Okay. So y is around 695 and 635 is okay. $645. $55. Okay. $650 is okay. Close it. And one last line is remaining. So select all. The above line. Okay. Because we already copied and paste. Okay. So only change this line to 700 is okay. Close. 705 okay, or 710. Let me check. $05. Close it. Now you can see our all buttons interface is ready. We simply need to change the icons now. So this one is 2. Open properties. Change this icon to 2. Okay. 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 Same like that other ones. So this one is 3. Close. Properties. This one is 4. So change this one to 4. Okay, close it. Properties. Change this one to 5. Okay, and close it. Properties. And this one to 6. Okay. Okay, close it. So only these buttons are remaining, so we have to adjust same like the other ones. This one is 7. Okay, close. Properties and change this one to 8. Okay, and close it and change this one to 9. Okay, close it. So open properties, and here I have to select S. Okay, this one is the left button. Okay, and here I have to select the 0. So all the buttons are in the resource. Okay, so this one is 0. Okay, and close it, and this one is only remaining. So open properties, and select S. Okay, so that's done. Now take another button, put it here, and open navigator. Okay, select any interface from here, open navigator, and we need to drag and drop above this label. Okay, and open properties, set the text to null, and change this icon. Okay, cancel. Okay, okay, close. Now adjust it. Also from here. Okay, when it adjusts, little decrease the size. Okay, open properties, and set the weight to 78. 75 is okay. And set the X to 260 and close it. So now what we have to do? Open navigator. Okay, and control C and V, this one, put it here. Okay, and let me check what's the Y for this one. So Y is around 595. Okay, so click it here, properties, change the Y to 595. Okay, click OK, properties, and change this button to clear. Okay, 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 close it, and control D. So the control D is not working here, so you have to select anyone, navigator, and select these both buttons and duplicate this one. Simply copy and paste. Okay, and drag and drop above to this label. So select this one, and first of all check what's the Y for this one, because we have to align same. Okay, 650. So select this one, properties, and select 650. Okay, 650. Okay, properties, change the icon to enter. Okay, okay, so select this one, properties, and what you have to do, first of all you need to check what's the Y for this one. Okay, go to properties, it's around 7. 705. Okay, so right click it here, properties, and set it to 705. Close it and open properties, change the icon. Okay, this one BS. So now you can see our interface is almost ready. Now what we have to do, take a label first, put it here, open navigator, put it in the top of this label. That's done. Control C and open navigator, properties, select the foreground color to white. Okay, text is enter, pin 24, bold. Okay, close and adjust it. Put it in the middle. And one more thing, text field, put it here, properties, not properties, open navigator, select this text field, put it in the top of this label 1 and open properties, 24, bold. Okay, null and adjust it. Okay, so that's done. Little drag and drop it here. Okay, so let me type the 4 keys and check if the interface is good. Okay, so edit text to null and we need to align the text to the center. Okay, so properties and horizontal alignment to center. Click OK and that's all. Our interface is ready. Now you can see when I run this one, use ATM. So now you can see here I need to put the ATM pin and login. Okay, so let me little increase the width. Okay, and check it again. 90. We only allow user to enter 4-digit one. Okay, so that's done. Here user put the ATM card number. Okay, so we also need to increase the size little bit. So all the interface is ready till pin. Okay, in the next video we simply need to copy and paste to make other interfaces for ATM. Okay, so this one is the main interface that we need to design, like 4 key, and here user need to put the card number like this one, that is auto generated from system. Okay, clear, enter, and all the other button functionality we put it here. Okay, so hope you like. Hello friends, how do you hope you are fine? So in the previous video you can see we done with this ATM interface. Okay, now it's time to design other forms. Okay, so let's start. You have to click on your project and then copy this one. Okay, copy it and click on project and paste it and name it as ATM home effector and open the design You can see we need to delete this one, and there are two options here. Okay, first of all we need to display the name of user. Okay, so edit text, username, here we type welcome. Okay, at the middle of screen like that. Then what we need to do, Control C, Control V, and open navigator. You can see we need to put this label here and drag and drop here. Edit text, name is equal to any name. Okay, and adjust it to the full screen like that. Okay, one more thing you can do, open properties and set the horizontal alignment to the center of screen. You can see it's reading now, so select center. Okay, and there are two options here, so wait 1 minute. Open properties and make it 18 bold or 20. Okay, set the font size to 20. Okay, close it. Now there are two options for user. Okay, so simply Control C and V it, and here are two options. Control C, let me drag and drop to the above. Okay, so drag and drop this label here, and now you will be able to move it here. Okay, and open properties and set the horizontal alignment to the right side. Okay, check balance. Okay, this one is the first option for user, check balance, and other one is withdraw. Okay, so I need to drag and drop that. I copy here. Okay, so you simply need to copy this one. Okay, Control C, Control V, and then drag and drop like that. Put it here. Okay, open properties and you can adjust also from here. Okay, like I wanna set at 50. Okay, that's good, and the text is next okay, so this one is the home page for ATM. That's done. So what we have to do, okay, when this button is clicked, okay, event action performed, what we need to do, ATM home, ATM which is equal to new of ATM. Okay, and ATM home dot set visible true, and this dot set visible false. So it's done. Now you can see when I run this one, use ATM, enter, you can see we will be at home page. Okay, so in the next video we will design other mini farms. Okay, to complete all. Hello friends, how you hope you're fine.
So as you can see, our most of the interfaces is ready. Let me run and show you. Use ATM, hit enter. Okay. So in this video we will design the remaining interfaces. Okay. So what we have to do? Simply copy ATM home, click on your package and Control V or paste. Okay, here you have to rename. Okay, so this one is check balance. Hit enter, open design, and here edit text, account balance. Okay, adjust its size as you want. Okay, like it will fit and all the text is visible. Okay, and here you have to display. Okay, so there is no specific currency, so that's why I simply type any random number. Okay, so this is the account balance, and delete this one and edit text to back. Okay, B is capital, so you can see it's done, and click on project and paste one more time that already copied. Okay, simply copy again ATM home, open design, copy it by Control C, Control V to duplicate it. Okay, and name it as balance options. Okay, like if you use ATM you see different options in ATM. Okay, so edit text, other amount. Okay, and reduce its size. Like if a customer wanna withdraw other amount. Okay, and we set some fixed amount here, like this one is 500. Okay, and delete remaining all. Okay, Control C, Control V, and open the navigator and drag and drop above. Okay, above the label one, and put it here, and edit text to 1000. Okay, so Control C, Control V again. Okay, open navigator, select this one and open navigator. Okay, wait 1 minute, delete it, and now open navigator and drag and drop above the label one. Okay, and set it here like that. This one is 2000. Okay, simply copy these all. Okay, reduce its size little bit and select all. Control C and Control V. Open the navigator and select all and drag and drop to the label one. Okay, and select all, put it here like that. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to align the text to, okay, horizontal alignment left. Okay, so change right to left. Okay, close it. Also for this, properties, and alignment is to left. And also adjust it here like that. Properties, alignment is left, close it, and one last is remaining. Okay, so let us reduce the size and Control C, Control V. Open navigator, drag and drop above the label 1 and put it down. Okay, so edit text, this one is 3000, 5. Okay, this one is 10,000 and one last is 20. Okay, so you can see our withdrawal amount page is ready. So now it's time to design the other amount page. Okay, and the withdrawal page. Only 2 pages is remaining. Okay, so simply copy the home page, copy it. I think if you copy the pin page, that is better. Okay, because we have to take some input from user. So Control V and name it as custom amount. Open design, edit text, enter amount. Okay, also increase the size like that. Okay, and take a label. So I simply copy a label from here and put it here. I have to open the navigator and put this label above the label 1. Okay, I think set it in the middle like that. Okay, it's look better. Edit text, withdraw. Okay, Control C, Control V and open navigator and make it above the label 1. So select this board and paste it little above. Okay, so I make this back. Okay, so now you can see this interface is also ready. Only one interface is remaining, withdrawal. Okay, withdrawal confirmation page is remaining. So we need to copy ATM home, Control C and Control V, withdraw. Okay, refactor, withdraw. Okay, and we like amount is equal to like any amount. Okay, and this one is confirm. Okay, confirm, and this one is back. Okay, so that's done. When he confirm, we ask a message, would you like to continue? Okay, so all the ATM interfaces is done. Now it's time to link. Okay, so I will link in the next video. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel for more informative videos.
Hello friends, how do you hope you are fine? So as you can see, our front end is ready. Okay, now it's time to work on back end. So let's start. What you have to do, right click on your package name, click new and Java class. Okay, so name it as customer and finish it. And I already written the code and I explain it to you. Okay, because it's too simple. What you have to do, you have to create a class. Okay, and then these are the required variables for customer, because we have to store the data about customer. So these are the attributes of our customer, like CNAC name, balance, pin, the 4-digit pin for ATM, and then account number, and this one is the card. So these are these three attributes are auto generated. When we register a customer, will auto generate it. And this one is our constructor. You simply generate it once you declare all these variables. What you have to do, you have to press Alt insert, or right click, and then there is an option. So Alt insert is the shortcut key. Once you click on Alt insert like that, there is an option. Constructor, I want to put constructor and select all and generate. You can see how easily you can generate it. And these two are withdraw and deposit function. Here we have to pass the amount. If our amount, so this is the amount, and if the withdrawal amount is equal or less than our balance, then we subtract our balance with amount and return true, because this is a valid amount. Otherwise we have to return false, because this amount is not valid. And same for deposit. We simply need to pass an amount and add to our balance. It's too simple. And then you can see these are the getter functions. What you have to do, you can see it's too simple. Press Alt insert, and then getters, and select all, generate. You can see that means ID auto generate for you. And this one is toString function. You can see we have to split our, because we are storing data in text file. So we need a splitter to get information back. Because we have to read a line. And then we need to split it by semicolon, and then we will be able to get the information, the exact information, like CNAC name, balance, pin, of any customer. So this is a splitter. So first of all, CNAC, then semicolon, then name, then balance, pin, account number, and card. So this is the information of our customer class. Now it's time to create a linked list class. So new and Java class, name it as linked list. So this is our custom linked list class. So first of all, I copy, because I already written this code. And I will explain it to you. It's also very simple. First of all, we need to create a node. As you can see, I will explain it to you. So this is our node, of type customer, and it have a node previous, and customer node type next pointer. So you can see, and this one is its address when an object is created, like 0x01. So when we come to a linked list class, I will explain it to you. Okay, first of all, you understand this one is our node. So this is our customer node, okay, which is type, okay, customer, because we are storing data about customer, okay, and these are the pointers next and previous, okay. To create a linked list, you can see when we pass a customer, okay, and then you can see we have to set all the attributes like next to next, okay, and previous to previous, customer to customer, okay. This is a constructor for setting all the data, okay, to these attribute, okay. And when you can see we create an empty parameter constructor, okay, you can see we have to set default next and previous to null, and these are the same setters and getters. You simply generate it with alt insert, okay. So now come to exact point, okay, linked list class. So first of all, we need to create head and tail pointer. So I will explain in paint. So let's suppose this one is our head, and I simply copy and paste it and change the color, okay. So golden is head and this blue color is tail, okay. So first of all, these are null, okay. These nodes didn't pointing to any, okay, any data, because at start you can see our head and tail is null when the constructor is created, okay. So head and tail is pointing to null, as you can see in this simulation, okay, that I create for you. Head is pointing to null and tail is pointing to null. So insert, okay, you can see a customer, we need to insert a customer in our linked list, okay. So what we have to do, we have to create a node of type customer node, okay. So you can see this node is customer type node, okay, which hold a customer, okay, a customer type like all the information about customer, okay, a customer, and then previous, next, because we need to link, okay, to create a linked list, okay. And this one is the pointer, like our operating system assign this address to that particular memory location, okay, because this node is stored at that particular memory location. So these are the information required, and then what we have to do, to check our code if head is null or tail is null, okay. Head is also null, tail is also null. What we have to do, we have to assign head and tail to that particular node, okay. So our head and tail arrive at that particular node. Okay, you understand this one. And now if a new customer is arrived, like this one. So if a user want to insert a new customer again, so what's happened, it create a new node like that I created, okay, and it's not linked yet, okay. You can see it's not linked yet, and operating system assign an address like 0x02, okay. These address are only for our understanding, okay, it's not actual address. And you can see head is not null now and tail is also not null. What's happened, head dot set next, okay, this node, okay. What's happened, head next which is equal to 0x02, okay. And then what's happened, node dot set previous, okay. This one is our newly inserted node, okay, and node dot previous, which is equal to head. So head is pointing to this memory address. Understand? Let me little scroll down. Okay, so you can see how the linking is work in the memory. Linking is work like that. Okay, and then what's happened? Head is equal to the newly inserted node. Okay, so head is arrive at that particular node. So if a new data, okay, if a new customer comes, what we have to do is simply copy paste it to show what's actually happened. Okay, so this is by default null. Okay, and operating system assign an address like 03. You can see our head and tail is null. As you can see in this code, insert function code, head is null and tail is okay. None of them is null. So what's happened? Head dot next is equal to node. Same like that. Head next, which is equal to this node. What the address of this node? 0x03. x03. Okay, and then what the next line? Node dot set previous, which is equal to head. So this one is our newly inserted node, and node dot previous is equal to head. What's the address of head? 0x02. And we have to move this head to newly inserted node. So how printing work? Okay, how to we retrieve all the data from this linked list. Okay, you can see while head is not equal to tail. Okay, what's happened? Print the data at that particular node. Okay, what's the data? This customer. Okay, like customer ID, name, anything do you want to print? You simply access the object and print anything related to that particular customer. Okay, and then head is equal to head dot previous. Okay, what's the address at that particular? You can see this one is 0x02. Okay, so we come at this node and print data, and what's the previous of this node? This node. Okay, so linked list work like that. You may print from tail. Okay, tail is equal to tail dot next. So what's the next of this node? Okay, next is 0x02. You can see we come at this node, and what's the next? 0x03. So hope you understand the working of doubly linked list. Okay, insert function works like that, and then you can see get info. As I show you, we have to traverse. Okay, we have to create a temporary pointer to the head. Okay, and temp is equal to temp dot get previous. Okay, we have to create a loop while temp is not null. Okay, we have to get the previous and check like if CNAC this string dot equals temp dot get customer. Okay, we have to get this customer. As you can see, get this customer, and like this customer, and this is a class node. Okay, class type object, and there are lot of attributes like as you see customer have ID, name, okay, account number, balance. So we have to get the CNAC
of that customer and check, like if our head is here. Okay, so this is our head, and this customer have ID like 1 ID or CNSE which equals to 1, and this customer have CNSE like 2, same like this one have 3. Okay, so if we wanna search for 2, we comes here and check if this customer dot CNSE okay, equal 2. No, this customer didn't equals 2. We come to the previous node, okay, and check. You can see here equals, and we stop it here. Okay, you can see we simply return from here. Okay, so we simply return that particular customer here, and our loop automatically stop, and it return the size. Okay, same like that we use all the traversals. Okay, you may move from tail to head dot next null, or head to okay tail. Okay, tail dot get previous. Okay, not null. So this is linked list. Okay, you can see we have to start loop from here, and this one is size 1, size 2 and size 3. Okay, so it return the size. As you can see in code, we have to create a temporary pointer that pointing to head, and then we have to start traversal. Okay, in the size function you can see, and same like that get all data. Okay, you can see it works same like that, and check card is also same work like you can see get info. Here we simply passing the card number, and is exist also work same like that. Okay, so this one is the information. Okay, because we have to return. Okay, if we pass a CNSE, okay, and we have to return all the information. You can see we have to, if our CNSE equal that text we are passing. Okay, the CNSE we are passing to this function, so we simply need to return all the information about that particular customer. Okay, and this function is deposit. Okay, we have to pass the CNSE and the amount for deposit. Okay, so if the customer is found, okay, we have to loop through same like that all the linked list. Okay, and if our customer is found, we simply deposit. Okay, using this function you can see create a deposit function. Okay, so we draw same work like that. We have to loop through all our linked list, and okay, and we draw the amount. You can see, and this function is check pin. Okay, here we simply need to pass the CNSE, okay, and the pin. Okay, and check using loop if the pin and card number, okay, equal, then we need to allow the user to log in our system. Okay, and this function return the table. Okay, data table, because we need to display our customer in this data table. Okay, the table that I created in this home page, you can see, sorry, bank page. So we have to display all our customer in this table. Okay, so how this function work, we simply create int size. Okay, size 0, and at start our current is pointing to head. We create a temporary pointer current. Okay, that is pointing to head, and same like we have to loop through all the data. Okay, and then we create an object. Okay, object type array where we have to set our all the data
You can see CNAC name, balance. Okay, these are the columns names and these are the data. First of all, we need to get the size. Okay, and then we need to get all the information and store in this data table. Okay, you can see customer. We'll get all the customer like that. You can see first of all we get this customer and then this customer data and then this customer data and store all the information in the object array because we get the size of our array. You can see so at the end we simply need to return this data table because we have to display this data table directly in our table J table. Okay, so if you like this video, in the next video we work in the implementation of this bank. Okay, because we have to store the data and get the information like update the balance and get the information. Okay, so in the next video we complete all the backend code of this interface. Hello friends, how you? Hope you are fine. So as you can see, our linked list class is ready. Now it's time to create two more classes. Okay, a play sound class. So first of all we create that class. Okay, so new a Java class and name it as play sounds. Okay, because we wanna play some sounds when withdrawal from ATM or button is clicked. Okay, so you can see there are only two static methods. Okay, so play a sound of withdrawal and play a sound of button click. Okay, so these two methods, here we need to pass the path. Okay, where our mp3 it's only for this WAV extension. Okay, so you need to convert your mp3 to this extension. Okay, I'll show you where you have to place this class. Place this sound. Okay, so you can see I create two files. This one is ATM. Let me play it. Okay, this is withdrawal and this one is click. Okay, so there are two sounds that I wanna play, and here we need to create an input stream and then this class take that particular stream. Okay, and then we need to open the clip in stream. Okay, and play the clip. Okay, so this is the code behind this. Same like that, play, you may create an other function. Okay, or you may create a function play sound. Okay, here you need to pass the integer object like play1, play2, and you simply need to change this file name. Okay, it's up to you. So let me add this code on button click and show you. So in the home page, this one, and when this is clicked, okay, you have to open events, mouse and mouse click. Okay, play sound start play click. Okay, and when I run this one, you can see. Okay, so we have to add this function to all of our buttons. Okay, and one other method that we need to create is file handling. Okay, so we need to create a file handling class. Name our class is file handling and finish it. So this is our file handling class. You can see there are two main functions, read file and write file. Okay, so first of all we need to read a file. Okay, you
can see same like that. In the sound class we need to give the path, okay, of our data or text file. So here we need to create a text file, okay, new text file, okay. If it's not created, I create another function, okay. You can see if this data file is not exist, we simply need to create, okay. So this function create a new file. So you can see here we need to pass our path file, and then we need to create a scanner object that scan all the data in our file, okay. Read line by line, okay. As you know, we have to split our data by semicolon, and as we know, we store id, okay, or CNAC at 0 index and name, okay, and remaining all the other information, okay. If you open your customer class, we can see the format. So this one is our customer.java. So at the end, you can see first of all we store CNAC name, balance, PIN, account number, and card, okay. So we read in same format, okay, and insert to our customer, okay. So here we need to create a customer object and then insert in that particular list that we are passing that function, okay. And write is same like that. We simply pass all the data and simply write it in the text file, okay. So as you can see in the linked list, this one is our linked list. So you can see this function return all the data, okay, because it get all the customers, okay, and add our line breaker here, okay, and create a whole data of our customers record and return it, and we simply save it, okay. So this is our file handling. In the next video we start implementation of the bank class, okay. You can see this one. Hello friends, how are you? Hope you are fine. So as you can see, our most of the backend code is ready, okay. Now it's time to implement this bank, okay. So let's start. First of all, what we need to do, first of all we need to open the login, okay, login.java, and when click on login, you can see this one is our login button, okay, and here we have to check the password, okay. So you may set a static password here or simply compare it, okay. So if, and you have to rename this one, okay, rename this one, change variable name to pass, okay, and open source, okay. If pass dot get text dot equals, okay, and here you have to set your password like 1 2, okay, 1 2 3 4 like that. So then we allow the user to enter, okay, else we have to display a message, okay. J option, show message dialog, okay, and here we have to set null, and the message is invalid, okay, invalid password, and control S, okay. That's all. And here we also need to play a sound if you want to play. So play sound, start, play, click, okay. So let me check if it is working or not. So click on use ATM, you can see we have to click on use bank, okay, and then enter access, okay. I have to correct the spelling, and here we have to put our login key. If I enter an invalid key, okay, you can see invalid password, and if I enter a right key 1 2 3 4 and click on login, you can see login success, okay. Let me open login design, and I have to edit text to and access key. Okay, like that. Control S. Okay, so this is our bank. Okay, you can see here user will be able to register a new user with CNIC name and initial amount. So I already written the code. Let me explain all the code to you. So you can see you have to change this variable name to CNIC and change this name to name. Okay, and change this one to balance. Okay, our initial amount. So once you done all variable renaming, you also need to rename this one. Okay, so change variable name JTable one, or you may name like data table. Okay, so once you done that, you have to open the source where we have to do implementation. Okay, so first of all we need to create a linked list object, and then what we need to do, we need to read some files. Okay, because we need to read all the data that is stored previously in our text file. So as you know, we create file handling class. Okay, so first of all we need to check file name. Okay, you can see this function, check file name. If this data.txt is already exist, okay, it's okay, otherwise it create a new file for us. So you can see we have to first check for file name, and then we need to read. Okay, so read file, and here we have to pass the list. Okay, and we will store all the data in that particular list, and we have to display this too. Okay, we have to create a data, okay, table model, and then we have to set this table model to that particular. Okay, you can see this one is our J table, and here we have to set our table model. Okay, so it will display all the data to table if the data is stored previously. Okay, and then what we need to do, you can see when user click on this register button, what's happened. First of all, we have to check if this CNIC is already exist or not. If CNIC already exists, you can see list have is exist function. Okay, that I shown you in linked list class. Okay, you can see we have to run a loop okay, to all our linked list and check if this CNIC is exist or not. If it is exist, it will return true, otherwise it's false. Okay, so if we get a true here, we simply need to return from here. Okay, return and display a message to user, the CNIC already exists. Okay, otherwise what we have to check, if CNIC is null, our name is null, our initial amount is null, then we also need to display a message all the information is required. Otherwise we have to check for our balance. Okay, if the user enter a valid balance amount or not. So first of all we need to check the type, like if the user enter a valid data type, like our data type is double. Okay, so we have simply parse our text that the user enter, and then we store, like if it is done successfully, then we didn't okay, any try catch flag. So then we need to check if balance is okay less than 0. If balance is less than 0 or equal 0, we have to display a message, please enter a valid amount. Okay, because 0 is not a valid amount, or less than 0. Okay, and you can see if it is not a valid, like if the user enter any random text, okay, it will display a message to user, please enter valid amount. Okay, if the all checks are done, then what we need to do, okay, check CNIC. Okay, because we need a CNIC 13 digits. Okay, so this is the function, it will return true or false. Okay, so we have to check if the length is 30 and all the correct okay, all the character is digit. If none of them, we simply return, okay, false. So if all done, we simply need to return true, okay. So this is the CNS check function. You can see if it is true, then we need to further process, okay, otherwise we have to display a message, please enter balance CNS. So then you can see I create a function get card number that generate a unique card number for user. So you can see this function, okay, that randomly create 4 digits, okay. You can see it, this function create this statement create 4 digits, okay, random 4 digits. This one also create, okay. So here we get 16 digits, okay, because credit card is around 16 digits, okay. And then we have to create a while loop, okay, because we have to create a unique card number. So while here I'll use do while loop, okay. So until we get a unique card number, this loop is continue running, okay. So you can see at the end we need to return the first 4 digit space, second 4 digit, okay, space. So like that we have to return, okay. So this function generate a card number, then we need to create a bank account number, okay. So this is our bank account number. So you can see international bank account number is around 24 digits, okay. So you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and this A1 is you can see this statement generates 6 digits, and this one also generates 6 digits, okay. So this one is also randomly generated, okay. So at the end we need to return this bank account number, okay. So once the user get bank account number and card number, we simply generate 4 digit PIN for user, okay. So then we need to create a customer class object, and then what we need to do, list dot, okay, insert, and we need to pass this customer object, okay. And then what we need to do, we need to write this data to our file back, okay, and then show a message customer registered successfully, and we have to show this information, okay, as I show you show info function, okay. Sorry, I didn't show you this function. So this function is simply display a message box, customer information like CNIC, name, and generated card number, PIN, and bank account number, okay. And last one is a balance, okay. So it display all the information of user in a box, okay, dialog box, message box. At the end we need to set all the text to null, okay. Set all the input fields text to null, and then what we need to do, read and display, okay. You can see same like that we need to, as I shown you, okay, simply read the file in this list, and then okay, we need to display this table model to our data table, okay. So this one is our two table model function that I created in linked list, okay, as I shown you in linked list class. So let me run this one and show you if it is working successfully or not. I have to click on use bank, and here I have to put my key 1234 login, okay. And here if I enter any random information like this one, this one, this one, okay. And if I click register, you can see please enter highlight deposit amount. So here first of all we need to enter a valid deposit amount like 900 or 9000, and then when I click on register, okay, you can see please enter valid CNIC. Okay, so I also have to enter a valid name because we didn't check on names. Okay, so here we need to enter a 13 digit CNIC, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, 1 2 3 4. So this is CNIC 13 digits, and all the data is valid, and now we need to register it. Okay, so customer registered successfully. Okay, so this one is customer information, like you can see CNIC name, card number. So you can see it generate a card number in international format. Okay, and then pin, and this one is account number, and this one is account balance. Okay, and you can see we have to display this data to our J table. Okay, you may scroll like that. Okay, to validate a view. So hope you like this video. I will also show you the data file. Okay, you can see this one is our data file. Text is stored like that, separate with semicolon. Okay, so in the next video I will teach you about this account information, like we have to update the account balance and get information. Okay, hope you like this video. Please subscribe. Hello friends, how are you? Hope you are fine. So as you can see, we done with our register function. Okay, now it's time to work on update and get info. So let's start. You have to double click on this get info button. Okay, before you need to rename the variables. Okay, so change variable name to, I name it as account CNIC. Okay, a CNIC. Yeah, update with CNIC like that. Okay, and change variable name to new account. Okay, so new amount, and then double click on this get info button to go to the implementation. Okay, here we need to create one more function in our linked list class, get customer. Okay, it's same like the other functions. Here we need to pass the user CNIC, and then we have to create a temporary pointer from head. And okay, you can see we have to loop through all our linked list. Okay, and then what we need to do, you can see if our CNIC equals any one of from our linked list. Okay, so we simply need to return that particular customer. Otherwise, what we need to do, we need to return null. So when I add bank, you can see customer, so we have to assign that customer, okay, to that object, and check if customer is not null, then we need to show information. If null, what we need to do, we will be at else, and we have to display a message this CNIC is not exist. Okay, so that's done with our show info function, and only update is remaining. So here first of all we need to check for CNIC. Okay, and here we need to pass our text that we wanna check. So if this CNIC is existing in our linked list, then what we need to do, we need to further check for amount. Okay, if the amount entered by user is valid or not. Okay, so here we need to create a double, okay, variable amount, and then we need to use a try catch block to check whether the enter amount have any exception or not, like if the user enter any invalid characters A B C X Y Z, like that. Okay, so we have to check for exception. If the exception is okay, if the our text didn't have any exception, then we need to further check for amount. Okay, if the amount is valid, okay, like if the amount is not less than 0 or equal 0, then we proceed further. If the amount is 0 or less than, then we need to display a message please enter valid amount. Okay, so if all done, you can see we have a deposit function in our linked list. So this function is deposit. Okay, it works same like the previous one I shown you. You have to create a temporary pointer point head and loop through all our the linked list. Okay, and if the customer is found, then we simply add this amount in his balance. Okay, After this, we have to display a message updated successfully. Okay, and then write file. So you need to little change in this read and display function. You can see before reading we have to null our linked list. Okay, so we have to create a new object here. Okay, and then we need to add all the data from our text file, and you little need to update this to table model. Okay, because we have to start from head and previous. Okay, if you start from tail, then we need to move next. Okay, here you need to update from next to, like code is written here next. Okay, so you need to update it to previous. Okay, because we have to move from head to previous. Okay, same like here. Okay, move to previous as I shown in your PowerPoint slides. Okay, the exact working of linked list. So from head we need to move previous, and from tail we need to move next. So this is the code. Let me run and show you all of the working. Use bank, access key. Okay, 1 2 3 4, login. You can see there are 2 users registered. So if I want to get the information of 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, get info. Now you can see it display the information. This one is CNC current balance. Okay, like this. If I want to update the balance, I have to type the CNC. And here you need to type the amount. Like I want to deposit 5,000. You can see this one is the account balance is 9,000 here. Okay, so when I update, okay, I have to enter a valid CNC number. Update. You can see updated successfully. Okay, if I want to update this account balance, so I simply type you can see from 9,000 to it become 14,000. Okay, and if you want to update this balance, okay, you may update this one to type ID like 2222. Okay, so this one is the CNC and updated amount is 8,000. Update, updated successfully. You can see from 10,000 to 18,000. Okay, so it's working with our bank. When I log out and use ATM, so in the next video we will start working in our ATM. Okay, so if you like this video, please.
Hello friends, how are you? Hope you are fine. So as you can see, we done with our bank class. Okay, now it's time to work on this ATM. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do, we have to open ATM pin. Okay, now you can see this one is the design for our ATM. Okay, and you can see this background image is not suitable because we have to display money only when it withdrawn. Okay, so I have to change this background image that I created new image. Okay, new, and I have to select. Okay, BG new. Okay, okay, so it look better now. So when payment is done, okay, successful, we have to display this image here and display an arrow here. Please take your amount. Okay, like that, little realistic animation. Okay, so now what we have to do, first of all, you have to add some event. Okay, I already written the code, I just explain it to you. Okay, so you have to rename this variable. Okay, change variable name to pin and change variable name to card. Okay, you can see this one is our card. Change variable name to card. Now we have to add some event because we have to, let me show you.
you have to open this focus event. Okay, focus. When focus is gained on this one, you can see we create an integer type variable. If focused on pin, we have to set focus to 1, otherwise we have to set focus to 2. Okay, because when we have to enter using these buttons. Okay, let me run this one and use ATM. You can see our system didn't know which where we have to enter this text, because we have to create our own buttons. Okay, so if we click it here, then how the system know which is focused? Okay, so that's why we create these two variables. Okay, and then what we need to do, open your design. Okay, after renaming this one, you can see, double click on this button. Okay, you will go the implementation of this button. Okay, or simply click event, action, and action performed. Okay, so here you can see, first of all we need to play a sound like a button is clicked sound. Okay, so play sound, click, and we have to set text. Okay, this is the function that I created in Java. Let me show you. So if focus is 1, okay, and if pin dot get text length 4, okay, less than 4, then we need to add this text to our pin. Okay, because our pin is only 4 digits. Okay, so that's why I create this one. And if his focus is 2, like if user wanna add a card. Okay, so this is a simple algorithm behind this one. Using if else, you can see, if card dot length equal 4, we have to add some space, and if card dot length is 8, then we also need to add space. Okay, because we have to display in realistic format. Okay, and we only allow the user to enter only 16 digits. Okay, so that's why I set this condition here. So remaining on all the buttons, you have to double click and pass set text to, same like set text 3, 4, and so on. Okay, you can see 7, 8, 9. So in all remaining buttons implementation, you have to pass this text. Okay, like in 8 you have to pass 8 and play back sound. Okay, so here you also need to only play the sound. Okay, so we didn't need any implementation behind this. Okay, so if it is clear, you can see, if clear is pressed, what we have to do, we have to set this text card.text null and pin.text null and play a sound. Okay, so this is cancel. In cancel, what we have to do, simply open the implementation, event, action, action performed, and here we have to create home page object. Okay, home which is equal to new of. Okay, set visible false and home dot set visible true. Okay, home dot set visible true. So it's done. Now let me check if it is working or not. Okay, and only this enter code is remaining. Okay, so I will show you. Let me check all the functionality. Like you can see, I only able to enter only 4 digits. Okay, clear, done. Okay, and if focus is gained like that, you can see, if I enter, it's only allow me to enter digits like that. Okay, so clear, and when I press cancel, I will be at home. That's good. So let me show you the implementation of this enter function. Okay, enter button. So event, action, action performed. Okay, and first of all we have to play a sound, and then we have to create a linked list object. Okay, and you can see file handling dot read list. Okay, so it will get all the data in a list like format. Okay, and store in this list. Then we need to get that particular customer that he gonna log in. Okay, so we have to check pin, and we have to pass, okay, pin and card number to our check pin
card function that already created in linked list. Okay, so you can see same like that. Here we need to pass the text, okay, the card number and the pin. Okay, so let me rename this one to refactor and rename. This one is our pin and this one is our edit text. Sorry, refactor and rename this one to card. Okay, so if any pin and card, okay, found, we simply need to return that particular customer, otherwise we have to return null. Okay, so we come back to our ATM. Okay, so ATM pin, so let me check, this one is our ATM pin. Okay, so you can see if you found a customer, okay, and customer is not null, so we have to create a parametric constructor because we have to pass this customer, okay, in the next frames. So I have to create a parametric constructor. Let me show you that one. It's so simple. First of all, we need to set visible to false and set visible to true the newly created object, okay, new of ATM. Okay, so we have to open ATM home and we pass this customer, okay, as an object. Okay, and we have to set visible to this true, otherwise we have to display them as invalid card, okay, or pin. So let me open this one. You can see, sorry, this one and this one. You can see you simply what need to do, okay, so you have to copy this one, okay, like that, and you have to create a customer object, okay, because we have to store that particular customer in this object, okay, that we are passing using this parameter. So customer, we have to set this dot customer is equal to the current customer that we are passing with our constructor, and we have to set the name and card. Okay, you can see when a user is login, we have to display the card here, which is not editable. Okay, you have to set open properties and say uncheck this one because this is not editable. Okay, close, and here we have to display the name of our user. So you can see we simply set okay, set text name and card, okay, getting the value from that particular customer that is currently logging. And one more thing what we need to do in check balance, okay, we have to add event mouse clicked. What we have to do, we have to play a sound and we have to set this visible to false, okay, and we have to open a new window, check balance, where we also need to pass this customer object, okay, and we have to set this visible true and current frame is set visible false. Okay, so this one is our check balance. Same here, we have to create a parametric constructor as I shown you for ATM home, and here we pass a parametric constructor. In the balance, you can see you have to rename this variable to balance, okay, change variable name to balance. Okay, so in the back of this one, you can see you have to add mouse clicked, okay, and here what we have to do, play a sound and set visible false, and same like the customer we are passing, okay, we are getting from ATM home, we have to back pass, okay, to ATM home again. So this is the main logic behind this one. Let me run this one and show you the complete working till checking balance. Okay, so here I wanna need to use ATM. So here first of all I need to put my card. So let me check what's the card number from this text file because it's little difficult to remember. So let me make it little smaller like that. Okay, and here I need to put my ATM card. Okay, so 1 3 7 6 4 1. You can see it put a space automatically. Okay, 4 1. You simply copy this one instead of pressing buttons. Okay, you can see you simply copy it here, and here I need to put my ATM pin. Okay, 82
74. If I put a wrong, you can see when I click on enter, ATM card or pin is invalid. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to write 3 here and enter. You can see now I am at the home. Okay, here it will display my name. You can see name is John, and when I press this one, check balance, you can see it display the balance. Okay, so here we also need to set our card. Okay, same like that. Here I set a card here, so same like that I have to set the card. Okay, so here I also need to change this background in these 2 frames. Okay, so let me do this. What you have to do, open design, click it here, open properties, change background to new background. Okay, new BG, which is this one. Okay, okay, and close. And also in the check balance and ATM home. Okay, so click it here, properties, and change this one to new BG. Okay, okay, and close it. Now you can see it looks much better. Now I have to open properties and then okay, change variable name, card. Okay, and same like that, properties, and uncheck this one. Okay, because this is not editable. And in the constructor, what we have to do, card dot set text, which is equal to customer dot get card. So that's done. Okay, now when I run this one, and hope it's working fine. Okay, so let me control V, the card number, and what's the pin, let me check, it's 8273. Okay, 8273, and login. Okay, check balance, this is my current balance, and back. Okay, hope you like this video. In the next video I will try to finish this one. Okay, hello friends, how you? Hope you are fine. So as you can see, our most of the code is done. Okay, now it's time to work on this withdrawal function. Okay, so let's start. What you have to do, from the ATM home. Okay, you can see this one is our ATM home, so you have to open this one and withdraw balance. Okay, so you have to right click, event, and mouse click. Okay, so here what we need to do, set visible false, and what we have to show, balance options. Okay, balance options, which is equal to new of balance options. Okay, and here we need to pass our customer, that's done, and balance options dot set visible true. Okay, control S, save it. And what we have to do in balance options, let's see, this one is our balance options class. Okay, we have to set, instead of this edit text, to back. Okay, the user come back to home page, so here we have to set an option for back. Okay, otherwise these are fixed amount, and other amount is the custom amount that user wanna select. Okay, so in this video we will work on this fixed amount and withdraw. Okay, so first of all we have to complete this back one. Okay, so what you have to do, events mouse clicked. We have to back. So what we need to do, we simply play sound dot play click button, and after this what we need to do, you have to open your check balance and copy this one, okay, and put it here. So set this visible false and in the home, okay. We also need to pass the customer that we are passing to balance options, okay. So it's done. Now for withdraw, okay, if the user select this amount, so what we need to do, events, mouse and mouse clicked, you can see here we have to pass the amount like 500. You have to declare a double, okay, double amount which is equal to 500, okay, and we have to pass this to our withdraw function. So withdraw class, okay, which is taking two parameters, okay, amount and the customer. So let me open this one. You can see here we have to pass the customer and the amount, okay, that we wanna withdraw, and I simply copy. For other one, simply need to change the amount, okay. So the balance options, let me click on this 1000, events, mouse clicked, and simply Control V. Also need to copy this one, okay, and you also need to put this one to play a sound to make it a little realistic. Control V, and this amount is 1000. Control S, design, events, mouse clicked, Control V. Also copy this one. I copy it for and paste it, okay. So only copy paste work is now remaining. All the logic is done. So play, okay, play sound amount is now 2000. Control S, and for this one 10,000. Events, mouse clicked, Control V, and this one is 10,000. Control S, only two remaining, okay, 5,000 and 3,000. So event, mouse clicked, and here what we have to do, we have to pass 3,000, sorry 5, okay. So one again, mouse, and this one is 5, okay. So here what we have to do, only this 3,000 is remaining. So event and mouse clicked, okay. So here what we have to do, we simply need to paste and change it to 3, okay. So that's done with fixed amount, okay. So what we have to do in the withdrawal function, so you can see now it's time to open our withdrawal. Okay, here we also need to display our card number. Control C, and what you have to do, open properties and same like that, check editable false, okay, sorry, uncheck this one, and then change variable name to card, okay, and in the constructor, so we are using parametric constructor, so that's why we have to display here card dot set text customer dot get card, okay. Now in the withdraw function we also need to do this one, properties and editable false, okay, because it's not editable. and change the variable name to card. Okay, and open source, and here what we have to do, card dot set text customer dot get card. So that's all. Now if user confirm, okay, or if user wanna back, so what we have to do, if the user confirm, so you have to event and mouse click. So what we have to do, we have to, first of all we have to display a sound, okay, like click button sound, and then we have to check if the customer balance, okay, is greater than or equal the current amount he wanna withdraw. Okay, so if this condition is true, then we have to withdraw. Okay, otherwise we have to display low balance. Okay, and we simply redirect to home page. Okay, so here we also need to create a linked list class. Okay, because we have to read file, update file, so that's why we need to, first of all we need to create a linked list object. Okay, and load all the file to this linked list. Okay, list, and then list dot withdraw. Okay, this is the new function that I created for withdraw. You can see here we have to pass the customer and the amount you want to withdraw. So we have to loop till our we found that particular customer. Okay, and then we simply using this withdrawal function to withdraw the amount. Okay, you can see it's simple, subtract the amount. So this one is our withdraw, and after this we have to display a sound. Okay, play a sound like a withdrawing sound. Okay, so we have to create a thread sleep. Okay, for 3 seconds because sound is playing, and then we simply need to write the file again because file is updated. Okay, our list is updated, so write file and list dot, okay, get data, get all data. Okay, so let me check the exact name, bank, so what's the exact name, list dot all data. Okay, list dot all data, and withdrawal is success. So here what we have to do, you can see we have to display an image of, okay, an image of these dollars. Okay, so first of all what we have to do, we have to change this background as we changed in previous class. So new PG is here. Okay, okay, close it. Now take a label, put it here, adjust its size, also the width. Okay, open navigator and put this in the top of label 1. Properties, simply hide this text. Okay, because we didn't need any text, we have to display the icon of dollar. You can see the image name is dollar. Okay, dollars, so we have to select these dollars here, image, and dollars, where is the dollars, D. Okay, this is the image. Okay, and close it. Now later adjust it. Okay, open properties for adjust. Okay, like set x and y. So set x to 70 370 and set y to 355. Okay, close it. Now properties and adjust 350 is okay. So that's done. So at the start, what we have to do, open properties and visibility is hidden. Okay, because we have to set the visibility hidden, we are only have to show this image when withdrawal is successful. Okay, so where it is visibility, or what you have to do, change variable name and name it as money. Okay, open the constructor, money dot set visibility. Okay, visible which is equal to false. We simply copy this one, and if this is successful, like if withdrawal is successful, we have to display this one, and on click this one, we want mouse clicked, what we have to display, we only need to show message. Okay, show info. So this is our show info function that I copied. Okay, and simply need to display name, account number, remaining balance and account. Okay, sorry, amount of withdrawal. So let me check if it's working successful or not. So first of all, we need to run this one, use ATM, and here we need to paste our card number. So I simply copy this card number. I copy this Ali. Okay. This card number. What's the pin? 5157. Okay. 5157. Enter. Check balance. You can see 14,000. Back. Okay. So back. You can see here we have to withdraw amount. Okay, so select this one and I withdraw 1000. Okay, and you can see it asks for confirm or back. Okay, so I want to confirm. Okay, so I think there is one mistake. Okay, we have to set this visible to true. Okay, and let me run it again. Use ATM card and pin, which is 5157. Enter. Check balance. Now you can see 1000 is withdrawal. Okay, back, withdraw balance 2000. Okay, confirm. Now you can see it's look amazing, and when I click on this one, it display a message, withdrawal successful. Okay, so here what we have to do, show info, and what we have to do here, we have to display now we have to go back to our home page. Okay, so ATM pin, ATM pin, okay, which is equal to new of ATM pin, and after this ATM pin dot set visible to and this set visible false. That's all. Now you can see our fixed amount is working successfully. Use ATM pin 5157 card here. Okay, enter, check balance 11,000, back, withdrawal balance like 3,000, confirm. Okay, that's done. So in the next video we little improve it to show an arrow here for take your balance. Okay, click it here. Okay, click on money like that. We have to display a message like that. Okay, and we also have to work on this custom amount. Okay, so that's done. Hope you like this video. In the next video we'll complete all this project. Okay, hello friends, how you? Hope you are fine. So as you can see, our most of the code is done. Only what I updated. Okay, you can see we have to create a label. Okay, and we have to set visible with this money. Okay, when the withdrawal we have to set visible, otherwise we have to set invisible. Same like you can see we have to name it pick and then set visible false in the constructor, and when withdrawal successful we have to set it true. Okay, so now we come to our custom balance withdrawal. So this one is the class where we have to custom withdraw. Okay, so how this work? Okay, you can see once you open the design, where is custom withdrawal? Let me open from the files. Okay, so this one is custom amount. Okay, so we need to copy some code because we have to. Okay, you can we have to copy this code. Okay, so only for ATM. Okay, so how to do that? Open your pin. Okay, and what I have to do here, once I click on this button, you can see we have to copy this code and put it. First of all, I need to copy this set text code. Okay, because there is no card. Okay, so we have to copy. First of all, I need to copy the whole function, copy and put in custom amount. Okay, put anywhere in the code like here. Okay, and delete this one. Okay, so we only allow the user to enter if focused. Okay, so event focus, change focus. Okay, and here we need to create a variable in focus which is equal to 0, focus which is equal to 1. Okay, that's all. Now this one is the amount. Okay, change variable name. Okay, AMOU amount. Okay, C amount mean custom amount, and open source. So here what we have to do, see amount. Okay, custom amount dot get text dot. Okay, so we only allow a user to enter any 4-digit. Okay, like maximum 999. Sorry, 5-digit. Okay, so almost 99,000. Okay, or 1 lakh. So you can see this one is the amount, C amount, and C amount. Okay, Control S. So open your ATM pin. Okay, and copy one more code like this one. Play sound and set text. Okay, so we have to do for all. For one, simply go to the implementation like that and put this code and pass one here. Control S, design 2, Control V. So you have to set for all. Okay, so now for 3. So here we need to set 3, 4. Okay, Control S, 4, design 5, okay, 6, and here we need to pass 6, 7, okay, 7, 8, and last one is 9. Okay, and 0 is also remaining. Okay, here we need to pass 9 and save it. 0, Control S. So now cancel. What we have to do, we have to copy the code from cancel ATM pin. And what's the code behind cancel? Cancel is same for all. We have to move to our home. Okay, Control V, Control S, and we open the design and clear. Okay, so clear will clear the amount. So what we have to do, amount, sorry, C amount dot set text. Okay, which is null. Control S to save it, and enter code and withdraw. Okay, and back code is remaining, and here we also need to set. Okay, so first of all, back. So open events, mouse click, and here what we have to do, same like that, set visible false. Okay, first of all we need to play a sound. Play sounds dot button click. Okay, and ATM home, which is equal to ATM home, which is equal to new of ATM home. Okay, and here we need to pass the customer. So in the constructor, okay, we also need to take, okay, the customer. So let me add customer here, customer of type customer, and this dot customer, customer, customer. Okay, which is equal to customer, that we are taking from our constructor. Okay, and here what we need to do also, we have to set a card here. Okay, so open properties, set this one to null close. Okay, not editable, and change the variable name card. Okay, design card dot set text, which is this one. Oh, sorry. This one is customer. Okay, and this one is also customer. Customer dot get card. Okay, that's done. Now only enter function is remaining. Okay, so now enter is not working because we have to, you can see, once the user click on withdraw. Okay, so we have to open events, mouse click. Okay, here we need to put a try, catch block, double amount. Okay, or withdraw amount WA, which is equal to C amount dot get text. Okay, we need to parse it to double. Okay, double dot parse double. Okay, if WA less than 500, okay, then we have to display a message only J option pan dot show message dialog null, and okay, RWA modulus 500 not equal 0. So we only allow a multiple of 500. Okay, amount must be 500 or multiple of 500. Okay, else we have to do a withdraw. Okay, so here we need to return because we didn't proceed further, and withdraw, we have to create an object of withdraw, which is equal to new of withdraw, and here we need to pass the amount and the customer. So that's done. Set visible false, and withdraw dot set visible true, and we have to play a sound of click button here. Play sound start play click. Okay, that's done. So let me check if it is working or not. You can see use ATM, put your card, so user must have to remember his card information and the pin. So the pin is 5157. Okay, 5157. Enter. Check balance 8000. Back. Withdraw balance, other amounts. Okay, because the fixed amount is already working. Okay, like the user click on this 5000. Okay, confirm. You can see it's look amazing. Okay, so I have to click on this pick button. Okay, and again I have to log in. Okay, put card, and then what's my pin is 5157. Okay, check balance. You can see 3000 is remaining. Withdraw, and I wanna withdraw other amount. Okay, so I click on other amount because it's not linked yet. Okay, so you have to link this one. So balance options, and here events mouse click. A sound I have to copy it from here. Okay, custom amount, which is custom amount. Okay, which is equal to new of custom amount, and here we need to pass our customer. Set visible false, and custom amount dot set visible, set visible true. Okay, done. And we also need to open the custom amount design, and here I need to change the background. Okay, you have to set it to new BG. Okay, BG to new BG. Okay, and close it. Now this project is fully complete. Hope you like these videos. Okay, use ATM. What's the pin? 5157, and card number, let me put it here. Okay, so now I type using keys 1 3 7 6 4 1 7 5 8 7 6 6 5 9 7 6. Okay, I think there is a mistake in this code. Okay, so let me check what's the mistake, because I entered right 13764175175. Okay, then 7866. Okay, 5976. So let me validate. Okay, after checking. Okay, 51. So the ATM pin is wrong. Okay, 8273. Enter. Okay, check balance 13,000. Withdraw other amount, withdraw. Okay, if I press 1000 or 1500, withdraw, confirm. Okay, so you can see withdraw is successful. Okay, only one mistake is remaining. Let me check what's the problem. One is good. 2, where is our ATM pin? Okay, so here we need to validate something. So design 1 is passing 1, 2 is passing 2. Okay, so I think the problem in this function, if car.getLength4, we have to add a space. Okay, car.getLength equal to 8. We also need to put a space, oh sorry, when 9. Okay, and when 14, and 16, 17, 18, and I think 19, 18. Okay, so now it's validate. Let me check. 2, 2, and when I focus this one, 3, 6, 6, 6. Okay, 19, less than 19. Now all the code is working. So if you like these video tutorials, okay, now check it again. 5, 5, sorry, here 2, 2, 2. Okay, that's done.